I'm Gary's sister, and I have a little thing that I wrote about our family and how he got to where he is. My brother was the most beautiful baby, with big gray eyes and curly black hair. Little did we know at the time what the future had in store for him and our family. After minor surgery on his left hand at 11 months old, Gary developed epilepsy, something that would be with him the rest of his life. Uncontrollable seizures, most days over 150, large doses of ever-changing medications, and severe mood swings were just a few of the things that hindered his ability to learn. School was a constant struggle for him, with repeated hospitalizations and constant interruptions in his life from seizures. However, even with the impossible odds, Gary's resilience and family support enabled him to graduate from Wilson High School in the Special Education Department in 1979. On June 20th, 1979, at the age of 19, Gary underwent brain surgery for epilepsy at Montreal Neurological Hospital in Quebec, Canada. He risked loss of speech, blindness, and paralysis. For Gary, surgery was a last resort because medication could no longer do anything for him. Admission to the Montreal Neurological Hospital isn't easy. Mom heard about the work being done there for epileptics. Gary was referred there by Dr. Kalafsky for consideration, but there was a 6-month wait for an appointment. Then he had to undergo extensive tests to see whether he could be helped. Not everyone can be. Surgery is indicated only if the epilepsy is located in one part of the brain. Luckily for Gary, the damaged tissue was in a small area in the left temple that was easily accessible. However, there were still setbacks. He was in Montreal for surgery the year before, but went into a coma after going off his medication and couldn't be operated at that time. More painful tests were scheduled. The test indicated the signs were good for him to have the surgery. Gary had to remain partially conscious during the operation because the team of surgeons, headed by Dr. Andre Olivier, had to probe cautiously, watching his seizures as they occurred, and asking for his responses to make sure they were in the exact site in the brain. The operation took 10 hours, and there were 14 neurosurgeons working on the surgery. Although the surgery was a success, it took many more years for seizures to subside. In January of 1981, Gary began working at Goodwill Industries. With comprehensive vocational training and support services, Goodwill has helped Gary to become successful in both his personal and his work environments. During the 41 years he has been at Goodwill, he has worked in a variety of departments, learning new skills, and made many lifelong friends. Because of his love and dedication to Goodwill, he rarely misses work, and only if he is really ill. If you ask Gary if he's ready to retire, he will quickly answer you with a no way, not for a long time. People often ask me what it is like growing up with Gary. I can't say it wasn't hard, because it was. It was hard on our whole family. I wish things could have been easier for all of us, but the struggles actually brought us closer together. Watching my parents with Gary and growing up alongside of him taught me a lot about patience and compassion, things that have followed me throughout my adulthood. Because of what my brother has taught me over the years, I chose to work in a classroom with multi-handicapped children, started a nonprofit organization that built universally designed playgrounds and parks for all to enjoy, and was a member of the Junior Group of Goodwill, a volunteer group of women who support the mission of Goodwill Industries. Thanks to the generous community support, Goodwill Industries is able to help more than 3,100 people to achieve personal success each year. With the support of our community, Goodwill can continue to provide programs to help the disabled become contributing members of our society. Just as Gary has inspired me, I hope that his story will inspire others. by believing in the power of work. Okay, Gary, where's your paper?
Lucille.
You can hold it. You can hold it.
You know?
Oh, go ahead.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gary Vandetti. Goodwill has been a major part of my life for the past 41 years. Throughout my time at Goodwill, I had made many friends and had a lot of different jobs. Everyone looks beyond our disabilities so that we could be productive members of our community. On June 20th, 1979, I had brain surgery for epilepsy. It took a few years for my seizures to subside. During that time, my mom worked on me, getting me into a training program. Then on January 5th, 1981, I began working at the Belmont Avenue Goodwill as a trainee. I was a little nervous on my first day, but everyone made me feel welcome at first. I was put in the work activity center and learned a variety of jobs, such as sorting, shining shoes, laundry. In 1983, Goodwill lost funding and I was laid off until August 13th of 1984. I was so happy to return to work at the Work Activity Center. On March 2nd, 1993, I was promoted to textiles. There I hung clothes, sewed hangers, and provided hangers for other departments. On March 5th, 2018, I was moved to the contracts department, where I took furniture apart and got it ready to be sent back to different factories. COVID hit in 2020 and Goodwill closed. When I returned to work, everything had changed. I was put in the sorting department, where I sort hangers and put them on racks. I then take the racks to the people that hang the clothes and get them ready to be sent to all the stores in our area. My supervisor, Tracy, is very nice and understanding. She is supportive and brings me help when I need it. I like to think of my coworkers and myself as one big family. I have gained confidence in what I do and take pride in my work. And that's all because of what Goodwill has done for me.